Question for the crowd. I went to a TPT product with a custom URL UTM link, and I bought that product. Will it show up as a sale in this dashboard? What do you think? Leave a comment. I have no idea. I thought I knew, but I actually don't know. Hey TPT sellers, I really like the video that I just recorded, but do me a favor, stop the video right now, rewind to the beginning, watch that little introduction, and then answer in the comments what you think the answer is. And the reason why I say that is because you know how like when we're in the classroom or parent-teacher interviews, and shout out to all the teachers doing parent-teacher interviews right now, woo! But you know how we tell parents like, oh, your child needs to be more engaged, or they would get more out of the lesson if they were engaged. Being engaged, like an active learner or actively trying things, is a habit. And the more we get into this habit of taking action, the easier it gets. And if you really want to elevate your TPT store, then we have to get into the habit of taking actions. So pause the video, go back to the very beginning, watch the question I'm going to ask. And to be honest, if you asked me that question last week, I know exactly what the answer is. But based on what I'm going to talk about in today's video, I do not know what the answer is. I know what I think it should be. I know what TPT support told me. Yeah, this video is about repairing comprehension. So let's challenge ourselves. What do you think is going to happen? All right, pause the video, go back. See you in a bit. Hey TPT sellers, are your sales down because of the TPT search algorithm? Or are you confused because other TPT sellers don't seem to be affected as much as you are? Right. How do you know what's working? The way we know that is using data. So TPT provides marketing data to be able to figure out if your Instagram campaign is working, or your Pinterest channel is working, or your email channel, your email list, or maybe your website. So how do we know what's working? We use UTM codes. Last week, I did 2 experiments with UTM codes to buy products to try to learn more about how it works, to double check my understanding. And I was 100% wrong both times. In fact, I was so wrong and so surprised by the answers, I emailed TPT support to confirm that the data was updated. Here's what they told me. Check this out. My name is Mike Fuchigami. This is the SEOTpreneur channel, where we help TPTpreneurs like you, teacherpreneurs, use strategies, effort, optimization, and tinkering as a process to try to improve our TPT stores and to increase sales. If you are brand new to the channel, welcome aboard. If you want to increase TPT sales, go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you are returning, thank you so much. And I know actually that most of the people who watch my videos right now are returning viewers. So thank you. But more importantly, what kind of content do you want me to make for you? So basically what I'm doing right now is when you leave a comment, that's the kind of stuff that I'm going to try to focus on. So if I'm not making the kind of stuff that you want, or if you have questions about things that you're not getting from your TPT Facebook groups or the TPT forums, then feel free to ask below and we can take on an SEOTpreneur take on this. Why is data important? Well, YouTube gives us a lot of data, and I can see right away that from this video, do this one thing to improve TPT sales. By the way, if you haven't watched it yet, go click on that, because doing that one thing will supercharge your store. But I can tell that right now, most of my traffic is coming from people who are viewing, which means when I do my introduction, I probably don't need to introduce myself as much like I am right now, because you're a returning visitor. Data is important. It helps us make business decisions in terms of what direction we should go into. So if you like something and you like the video, it gives me a signal that, hey, this is the kind of stuff that's working. Likewise, on your TPT store, if people are buying a product, that's probably something that's working. Do more of that. Last week, I used the TPT UTM builder to come up with 2 custom codes. One was about going to story number 1, but buying story number 2. And the other day, I tested going to story number 3 and then buying story number 3 and 4, because I wanted to see what would happen, how it would get reported in the TPT dashboard. And in terms of the source, I put it as SEOTpreneur-test. When I go into the dashboard and I type SEOTpreneur, nothing shows up. And I was so surprised that I thought it was because the data hadn't been updated. So I emailed TPT support. And TPT support is lovely. Let me just make this a little bit bigger. They didn't know the answer. TPT support is fantastic, but they're just people and TPT is a big organization. So if they don't know the answer, they might refer to a different department. In this case, they asked the engineering team, hey, what's going on? And they said some user traffic interactions are filtered out to try to achieve the most realistic traffic data. This includes what Google Analytics refers to as direct traffic, aka someone putting in the URL themselves. If a seller copies and pastes the URL into their browser directly, their action may be filtered out of their traffic data. That's complete news to me because I thought TPT URLs worked no matter how you use them. I'm going to explain some things about that in a second. This is awesome. This is real world literacy. My teaching background is middle school English language arts. So that's the kind of products I make for TPT. And I love this because there's this strategy, repairing comprehension while reading. And one of the things is basically, if you read something, the question we're constantly asking ourselves is, does this make sense with stuff we already know about the world? Right? And if not, go back and reread that section or, retry that experiment to see what happens. We're looking for confirmation. We're trying to understand how things work, because if we understand how the data works or what the data is telling us or not telling us, that helps us make business decisions. And that's important. If you're that TPT hamster and you're trying to improve sales, but you don't really know why sales are dropping, we need to dig a little bit deeper. So I'm in this boat, you're in this boat. Let's figure this out. In this TPT email, they talked about how they don't count direct links, or direct links may not be counted. Let me explain what that means. So this is Google Analytics. They use Google Analytics. They probably use other analytics. We do not have Google Analytics set up on our TPT store. We're not allowed. They won't let us put the code on. So I have Google Analytics set up on my educircles.org site. I have for a while, and I can see my traffic. And I can see the bulk of my traffic comes from organic search. And then a little bit comes from direct search. A little bit comes from referral. And what TPT was saying was they're not counting direct search, or it may not be counted. What is direct search? So I'm going to scroll down here. So here's direct search. I'm just going to help you out here. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to type in source just so you can see the session source. All right. Now this is broken down. Organic search, I can see how much it comes from Google. I can see organic search, how much comes from Bing. Direct traffic is someone typing in the website address directly into the browser like I did in my last two experiments. And then referral is referral links from other websites, right? So for example, teachingexpertise.com clicked on my website and 65% of the people were engaged. Okay. That email from TPT is saying that, hey, direct links do not get tracked in the system. Let's test that theory out. Here is the product that I'm going to direct to. SEL story number 2. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste it in here. I'm going to paste the product code in here. I'm going to leave it directly as is. The source, I'm going to call it SEOTpreneur test like last time. For the campaign name, I'm going to copy the style as last time, but this time I'm going to add a few words, pasting URL into browser and going to SEL story 2 and buying, 002. All right, so let's generate this link. Super excited. All right, here is the code. I'm going to copy that link. I've copied the custom URL that I built in the TPT URL builder. I'm going to switch to Microsoft Edge like last time. I've signed into my buyer account. I'm going to open up a new tab. Let's just close the other one. I'm going to paste in this special code with the UTM codes at the end. I'm going to go to the end so I can show you, look, UTM source is SEOTpreneur-test, and the campaign is pasting URL into browser and going to SEL story 2 and buying story 2. This is SEL story 2, I can tell by the title. I'm going to, oh, I already own it. I need a new product I don't own. Let's try this again. Oh, okay. 4, 3, 2. I do not have SEL story 1. Let's buy story 1. Okie dokie. We're going to find out two things here today because I clicked on a link, but I didn't buy anything from that link. So in theory, that should show up as traffic, right? Because I didn't buy anything. Let's find out. But more importantly, let's go down here. Hello. I'm going to remake this link. There we are. All right. So I'm going to go to going to story 1 and buying story 1. All righty. So let's generate that link. There we go. Going to story 1. Copy that link. Copy the link. Going to Microsoft Edge where my buyer account is. Opening up a new tab. Closing the first one. Pasting in the link. Hitting enter. I should go to... All right. Let's try this again. I put in the link for the wrong product. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So let's try this again. I do not want this product. I want the first one. Where's the first story? Let's go get the first story. I hope that this would be a short video. It's not going to be a short video. Okay, here we go. Click on that link. All right, here we go. Gonna try making this link again. So many snafus. Oops. All right, here's the product. Product 1. Going into my URL builder. Ooh, you can select the product from here. Hello. Select product. And the product I want is SEL1. Let's see if that shows up here. SEL1. Yeah, here we go. This pilot's afraid of flying. Yes, yes they are. Oh, I like that. So pretty. All right. The source, SEOTpreneur -test. Campaign name. Pasting URL into browser and going to story 1 and buying story 1. All right, so let's generate this code. All right, not as elegant and pretty as I hoped to. Pasting URL into browser and going to story 1, buying story number 1, pilot afraid. I'm gonna copy the link. I'm gonna go to my Microsoft Edge testing account. I'm gonna open up a new tab. I'm gonna, just for completeness, close that old tab. Hello. All right. Paste that link in. Here we go. Third attempt here. Let's see if I can get this right here. All right. Whew. UTM source is SEOTpreneur test. The UTM campaign is pasting the URL into browser and going to SEO story 1, which is this one, story 1, and buying story 1. I'm going to do this because I don't own this product yet in my testing account. So add one to cart. View cart. I'm just going to view cart and check out. I'm going to buy it right away. There we go. Secure checkout. Ta-da! I don't want to add that to LastPass. Thank you. Yeah! I saw this on a different one. This is a thing, right? Like I was just on like Banana Republic and this popped up. And then I heard people talking about these things popping up about the offers. No thank. Is this going to lead traffic away? No, I've already completed my sale with TPT. So I'm not going to take you up on that though. All right, so I'm going to scroll down here. I have purchased the product. All right, so now the question for the crowd. I'm going to go to my dashboard here. It's not going to show up today because this is usually time lagged by a day. Question for the crowd. I went to a TPT product with a custom URL UTM link and I bought that product. Will it show up as a sale in this dashboard? What do you think? Leave a comment. I have no idea. I thought I knew, but I actually don't know. All right. Again, if you like this kind of stuff, if you want to improve sales, click that subscribe button. And if I'm heading in the right direction, you find these things valuable, please leave a comment. Even if you've already left a comment, that comment helps me to understand what kind of stuff you want to see. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, TPT sellers, do you like my new haircut? No. Okay. What am I going to say? What am I going to say? Alrighty. Let's do this again. Here we go. Yeah, that wasn't it. Ooh. This is the thing.